What up? Welcome to another episode of the Grow House with your boy Terror the Don and your other host, Young K. You know what I mean? We're going to cover Wack 100, taking the stand, trying to put over 100,000 up for Keefe D. Do we believe that this money is coming from Wack 100? That is the question, because that's the question in the courthouse. What's going on with you, K?
Yeah, you know what it is. Coolin'. Welcome to the Grow House. You know what it is. Your boy Young K. What's up?
Yeah, so we're going to react to this video, man, and just see, you know what I'm saying, what our viewers think, you know what I'm saying, and share our opinion on this type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because Wack 100, he definitely got balls of steel to go play in these people's business. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go over a lot of that, see what everybody thinks, you know what I'm saying? And that's just topic of the day. And we might jump in some of that Julio before we get up out of here. So, you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned for some of that if y'all fucking with us. Grow House.
Ever seen a military monocular lens that'll knock your socks off?
Hold on, y'all. They would want to put a commercial in.
You're about to. Dude, you got to hear about this thing. It's like having the
Perfect. All right. Mr. Jones, I'm going to place you under oath. Please raise your right hand.
Wack 100 getting placed under oath.
About to give in this section shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Cash, C-A-S-H, Jones, J-O-N-E-S.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Arnold, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Jones, what was the amount that you paid for the bail bond premium in this case?
112,000. It was 15% of whatever the 750 was.
Okay, that's
$112,000 and some odd dollars.
$500, is that correct?
112.5, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you paid that out of your business?
Yes, sir.
And what's your business name, sir?
100 Entertainment.
And you're the sole owner of that business, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that business is a business license to do business in the state of Nevada.
Yes, sir.
Now let's stop it right there, man. For the first, did they just say he's putting up 100,000 for Keefe D? My thing is this: everyone knows that we know that he's a blood and Keefe D's a Crip. So, in what nature and what world that him and Keefe D had any real relationship? They on the opposite ends of the coin in real life. You know what I'm saying? But now Wack 100 considers himself a businessman. He figures, let me get away with, you know what I'm saying, hooking up with people who I would have never hooked up with before because money situations. You know, Wack 100 is all about the money. So he can do whatever he wants, cross all kind of lines that other niggas couldn't, especially in the gangbanging position. You know what I mean? And being an older guy, a lot of people don't expect him to do the things that live like those younger dudes. So the whole point is him coming on here is definitely scary. For a nigga like me, I'm not testifying in no federal case for nobody on no situations or no behalf, bro. That's something you would think you would do?
Hell no. He got balls. He's everywhere. He's all over. He's all over all these podcasts. He's all over the internet. He's just everywhere doing way too much for
Nah, I'm saying if he ain't 100% legitimate from head to toe, you know what I mean? Like basically, he cannot be having any dirt under his nails going in there playing with these people's business. That's what I'm trying to say.
Definitely got his hands in that mud. Definitely.
So let's see how they get into his business, man.
And how long have you had that business?
Oh, roughly 8 years, maybe.
And again, you used the proceeds from that business and you provided us with the documents showing that those amounts were taken from your business account. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
How do you know Mr. Davis, sir?
I know him through passing. I know his son. I know him. We sat down and talked a few times. In general, about personal things. He was having this bout with
He doing
cancer.
for passing.
And
How you know a nigga from
personal
passing, but
things
you
in
would have
this
put up
regard,
100 bands?
just regular conversation. He's always been a monumental
This
part
nigga
of
lying on the oath.
conversation. So, and I've helped several people in our community, whether it was funerals,
Boy, right.
it was for bail. In this situation, I know his cancer has been, I don't know if it's come out of remission or within speaking with his son. I know he's having an issue in there, so I lent a helping hand.
We appreciate that, sir. Sir,
So what
are
he
you
said was,
deriving any benefit financially from Mr. Davis's release?
he know that he got cancer and he's in jail. He know him through passing. He know his son. His son reached out to him, and obviously now that, you know what I'm saying, he's in jail. He just wanted to be a Mr. Nice Guy and bail him out because he got cancer and he seemed like a good dude to him. But dudes, they trying to figure out, is this your friend? Is this your family member? Is this somebody important to you that you would come in this courthouse and put up 100,000 for? What kind of relevant relationship do you have that you would put up this type of money for this man? You know what I mean? In what case do you get? What are you getting out of this?
Right.
So that's why they're having the bail hearing for him to come up and speak on Keefe D's behalf, because they don't want to just accept the money. Like, the money's there, the money's already there to get him out of jail. The money's posted. The bill's bondsman is like, hey, I'll take the money, but the courthouse has to accept him getting out for that money because they want to know where the money came from. So now they're sitting there grilling Wack 100 because he's the actual person that's using his face to put up the money. But they're already hip that he's using his face to put up the money. They saying, well, basically you trying to get out on the fact that Tupac was killed and you want to go make books and make money off of soliciting that you was a part of this murder. You feel what I'm saying? And we trying to book you for the murder. So the fact that you already done went on these platforms and started talking about all of this stuff, we need to say, hey, deny that money, because that money got something to do with this actual case. It's dirty money, because then we're putting you in a position to go out there and talk about this case and use all of this stuff when this case is an open case. So they don't want him out at all. You know what I mean, bro?
I don't know. They don't want him out. The money's there. We all know when you get bail, I don't care who dropped the money, but this is way beyond that. It's like they ain't even trying to let homeboy go. They want to know, what is your ties to this dude? Why are you coming to court for him? And his best answer is, oh, I know the dude from passing. His son is cool. He reached up. What is he talking about? It makes no sense. It's like, what's your motive behind putting up that much bread? That ain't no pocket change. Let's be serious. That's really not no pocket change just to be coming out your pocket doing that for somebody that's not your brother. That's not really nobody to you. And your ops, when it comes to that gang war shit, is their ops.
And the police is hip. The police is hip to all the shit on the internet and all the gang stuff, because they're gonna get into the situation. You know what I mean? And obviously, when I finish press and play in a second, you're gonna see that they already hip to more shit than he knows when they start questioning him. So, you know what I mean? Peep this shit.
I know, man.
All right, I have no further questions, John.
State cross-examination.
Yes, do you need to stand at the podium because of the blue jeans aspect, or? Sir, you're in the entertainment business, is that right?
That's one of my businesses, yes.
And you also go by the moniker Wack 100.
Yes, I do.
And one of the things that you do is manage, some artists like The Game and Blueface, etc.
Yes.
And where do you live?
I have a residence in California. I have multiple residences in California, Oklahoma, as well as New Jersey, New York.
Okay. And is it fair to say that the last 4 digits of your phone number are 6979?
6979.
Okay. All right. I want to turn your attention. We were provided a letter by Mr. Arnold that said that you had known Mr. Davis and his family for many years. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, they're a pillar of our community, especially the urban community.
Well, I think let me clarify. You said I have been a good friend of Mr. Davis and his family for many years. Is that right?
Well, I know his sister.
He said they're a pillar in the community,
When did you
bro.
first meet Mr. Davis?
As like, nigga, monumental Crips.
In passing, maybe about.
It's kind of crazy that he could sit there and say that in front of those people and they don't catch on.
When did you become good friends with Mr. Davis?
Good friends with a lot of people.
Keefe D sitting there looking 9, 15 months pregnant, nigga.
The day I
With
met
that crazy face on it.
you don't become a
Yo, his face be looking like he's lost his face, bro. That nigga be in Twilight Zone, bro.
In my
He looked like,
over the
let me
last
see.
25 years coming from the gang life.
Nigga, I know they said Keefe D was some dangerous nigga back in the days and all that shit. But he looked like the softest somebody's uncle, my nigga, that you would see. And when he be talking that gangster shit, I be looking like nigga. Now I'm not saying the man ain't that gangster times. I'm just saying what he reflects right now. When you hear those stories, it don't like, you know what I mean? It's hard to believe that he was. Now I know he was getting money. That's any nigga get money, but he just doesn't have a scary presence about him. You know what I mean? Like when you think about gangsters and the presence, even some of the gangsters that's still older gangsters, you could tell they got that aura of a real gangster. You like, man, he probably was, But Keefe D, he just looked like somebody's old uncle you see at a cookout, bro, getting to play the barbecue food, nigga. Yeah, somebody's uncle that you see getting to play the barbecue, bro, without even paying no mind that, you know what I'm saying, he's actually a dangerous man. And you know what I mean, will control shit. So that's the thing about a nigga like Keefe D.
He looked like the nigga that be real.
My exit from being a gangbanger, anybody that I meet that's willing to sit down with me and be cordial and be respectful, I'm going to consider a good friend.
All right, and so the other thing you say in the letter that Mr. Arnold provided to us is that the money is a gift and Mr. Davis is not obligated to repay. Is that right?
That's right.
So this money is a gift. He's just gifting 100,000.
Contract between you and Mr. Davis?
Not as a gift.
Okay. Do you have any financial agreement with Mr. Davis?
Not as a gift.
Do you have any financial agreement with his son?
No. I allow him to come work for me. That's what he want to do, to try to get him out the streets.
Now, so are there any stipulations that you
Wack 100 used to
with
sitting
Mr.
in
Davis in order to put up this
business meetings with serious people. So he understand how to address
them. To protect myself.
Now, have you ever said you were thinking about getting Mr. Davis out with the stipulation that you do a series with him?
We've had some conversations just about the big series. As a
hey yo, Wack's not a good liar though, bro.
General conversation, talking about his life story, but I'm not in TV land. I'm in music. I don't do TV.
Yeah, but it's like they're hip, and they wanna trap him with some of these questions.
Right. Stuff like that.
Okay, so I just want to be very clear.
And he don't know that. He's still, just because remember he talk a lot on the internet. You know what I mean? And anything you use on the internet, anything you say on the internet could be used against you. People, they be forgetting that, bro.
Right.
I said this story would be a very interesting story. As if Orlando Anderson's story would be a very interesting story. As if the BMS story, as if my story. We talk about it. Everybody talks about it, but again, that's not my lane. If that's what he chooses to do, then that's what he chooses to do. That's not what I do.
They grilled him about
You
using the
mentioned
money
earlier, you had agreed with me earlier
and
that
for
the
movies
last
and
four
shit,
digits of your phone number was
getting the money to
697, correct?
from him so he want to use it
And
him in
you've
movies.
had at least one conversation with Mr. Davis via jail calls, is that correct?
One call, yes, I spoke with him one time.
And as part of that time, you asked Mr. Davis whether or not he had signed the contract, is that right?
Yes, I did.
What contract was that?
His life rights.
He's like, oh shit, them niggas is listening. Nigga, you on a jail call.
I was asking them why didn't they come assist him.
And so you didn't ask him to send you his waiver of his life rights to you, have you?
No, I mean, at the end of the day, again, that's not my lane. That's not what I do. I do music.
And
Hey yo, this shit is crazy, bro.
They got a crook
Yo,
on the
get them
stand.
likes up, man. Yo, get them
Right.
likes up, Grow House. But yo, you know what I'm saying? The nigga basically, like, he's the type that he want to usher you into the meetings, right? So he want to get the artist just like he wanted to get the life rights to, you know, those other cats that he was trying to get the life rights to, who they was trying to get out of jail. I ain't gonna get all into those names, but y'all know who, you know what I'm saying? We talk about that, you know what I mean? He's trying to get the life rights for his book, you know what I'm saying, while he's in jail, and they're like, we don't want to let him out because they think that he's controlling all those niggas, you know what I'm saying, them gangsters, and he been trying to get life rights to a lot of people's story, you know what I'm saying? So he's looking at these life rights where he look at like Lifetime and all that. They be making these movies about, you know, the same people, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, all those people who died, Tupac or whatever, that if you can get the life rights to these people's stories later on, you could make all these millions of dollars. So he's thinking like, yo, I've been hooking up with people trying to get their life rights for these stories. And Keefe D is just basically one of the people that he wants his life rights to the story. He wants him to tell the story of the Tupac side that nobody knows, and they can make a movie off of it or make a Lifetime series. And if he gets him out of jail, they could start working on the actual movie or the series, and the actual DA in them is hip that this nigga's trying to get him out for those reasons. And he's sitting there under oath trying to lie about that's not why he want him out, because he's just a music exec.
Right.
In terms of if someone were to say that this money put up is not entirely for you, would that be the truth or a lie?
Say again?
If someone were to say that the money provided here to bail Mr. Davis out is not from you, would that be the truth or a lie?
Be a lie.
Okay.
Be a lie.
If someone,
I didn't send the money, is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Saying I'm not the one providing the funds?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be a lie.
If someone said you are being used as a front, would that be the truth or a lie?
That would be a lie.
If someone says you are a middleman in this transaction, would that be a truth or a lie?
That would be a lie.
If somebody said that there's a movie company putting up the money for you, would that be the truth or a lie?
What company?
A movie company.
Yeah, you see how he's asking them what? Every time he's called up, what?
So your testimony is
He's
you're not
slipping.
I'm not a what?
a middleman.
No, I have no contracts with any movie companies. I've never had a contract with a movie company. I've never done television. It's not my thing. I'm actually moving out of entertainment into the diaper business. I have a company called Incredible Diapers. I have contracts in Congo, Nigeria, Amazon, Walmart, and Kroger. So I'm really moving away from entertainment. These are things I can provide documents, MOUs, contracts for.
No, and I appreciate that, Mr. Jones.
He want to be like 50 Cent in the BMF. He want to make money like 50 Cent through, other resources now. He don't want to do music because he know that if he can bring these niggas in and get movie deals and shit, he's going to get money off the top millions.
A couple of jail calls
Just by
talking about signing a
out.
contract with Mr.
You just play them and then they will play from your computer and they will play through the speakers.
I think for this,
They're about to play a call that him and Keefe D had on the phone. Y'all, it might be y'all if it's kind of low, but y'all gotta just listen real close. I'm gonna mute us up. Listen close to this call.
I'm gonna stop it for a second. You want to authenticate that one?
It's gonna be
Live TV interview.
Yeah, so you agree that you did a Vlad TV interview, is that right?
I work for Vlad, I'm contracted to go to Vlad, I go there like.
Stay bringing up Vlad in the courthouse, bro.
Is that right?
One or two of those or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, and I think Mr.
About
Arnold,
2-3 months ago.
I think Mr. Arnold will stipulate that the person depicted as Wack 100 is Mr. Jones.
Right.
Okay. All right, so I think we have foundation for the Vlad interview for 21. You may play.
His lawyer did an interview recently and said, Keefe D is a liar. He made up all this stuff just to make some money for people like, me for interviews and to get out of a serious drug case. He was never in Las Vegas. All this is fake. And he's not connected to Tupac's murder at all. Yeah, I believe him. You believe him? Do I believe him? That's up to law enforcement. That's I'm not gonna say. That's up to law enforcement. He's home in the next 5 to 10 about going to bed now. You gonna bail out Keefe D? Yeah, he's only 75. Well, because the $1 million bond is 750. 750, so you got to put 35. Yeah, I was thinking about going to get him and what the stipulations that I do the series on. People watching. Yeah.
Might be about these commercials,
Mr. Jones, did you
y'all.
hear that interview?
That's what that shit.
Yeah, and it's fair to say that.
You understand, Vlad?
Wait, sir. You can answer my questions. I'm sure Mr. Arnold has questions for you. You can answer those. So it's fair to say that you said you would bail Mr. Davis out as long as he follows some stipulations, correct?
I don't know if it's interchangeable, Vlad.
Bro, do you see this shit, bro?
Hey yo, they got his ass in the oil in a frying pan, hot, cooking his ass. He don't even know what to say really. It's like he going and running to a dead end. He don't even know what to really say, bro.
Yo, but listen, you see that niggas always talk about Vlad TV's a cool platform, Vlad this, Vlad that. You see these Vlad TV interviews being used against niggas in court. These interviews are full evidence, full admissions to your guilt. They are holding it against him just for getting up there saying that he wanted to do a movie with Keefe D. And now he's sitting in the courtroom saying that's not his intention. And they went back and grabbed the Vlad TV video and said, listen, if that's not your intention, what's this here on Vlad?
Right. He forget what
He got no. Yeah, but he definitely talks too much. But the difference is he gonna talk his way right out of this because that nigga's just a talker that you can that nigga sell water to an ocean, my nigga, water to a well. That nigga's not, you know what I'm saying? Bubble gum to a candy store, but that boy is nice. So he's not sitting there worried.
You see him, he ain't even scared. They cooking this nigga right now. He ain't even scared.
Nah, like they caught him red-handed, right? Right now they caught him red-handed. And he about to tell them red-handedly, y'all caught me, but that means nothing. Watch how he do it. That nigga slick as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you, but you playing in these people's business. I don't know if that's a good look, brother.
Slimy weasel nigga.
Sir. My question is
Sir, they on his ass now. Sir.
Yes or no answer.
Yes or no, sir.
Did you say that you would bail out Mr. Davis
on Vlad?
if he follows stipulations.
We're glad, me and Black discussed that. We was gonna say that. We discussed what we're gonna do before we interview. That everybody knows that about Black.
And in fact, you said that you would bail him out in return for an agreement to do a series on Mr. Davis's life, correct?
That's what I said to Vlad, but Keefe D is already involved with somebody. With that, I believe with his book, I have no contracts with him, no dealings with him on that.
Okay, so you're saying what you said on there's just not true.
We have, before you go on Vlad, you have a discussion about what you're gonna talk about, what needs to be said, so we can drive the views. It's nothing about Vlad, nothing about.
Yo, he's telling them he pumped this shit up for the views on Black.
I'm just, being truthful with you. I do a lot of interviews. I do interviews every week on No Jumper, and we sit there and we BS about things and we exaggerate things. And we
He even bringing up No Jumper.
They pay you for that.
Okay, so you are exaggerating or not telling the truth when you're on Vlad TV.
I mean, you see the number I gave wasn't accurate. If I was gonna, that's what the conversation was. I would have gave you the accurate number if that's what it was.
All right, Your Honor, at this point, I would like to publish a jail call between.
He even got out of that. If you see, he ain't put himself in a position to make sure that, they had him in no way against the corner. Me and Vlad talked about that, and I'm selling it for views. But I was lying. He's like, so you lie on Vlad? He's like, yeah, for views. Because he wants to say I'm lying on Vlad. You got to say I'm lying on Vlad, then I'm lying to y'all. See what I'm saying? It could have been two things. He could have said, I'm lying. They would have said, oh, who are you lying to? Us? And he would have said, he got to say, nah, I'm lying, but I'm only lying to Vlad. Because they call him they call him red-handed lying. See what I'm saying?
Under oath.
So they're like, you're lying to us. He's like, no, I'm not lying to y'all. I'm telling y'all the truth, but I'm lying to Vlad. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, but what's your motive?
Yeah, to twist it around to make sure that, because what he was saying on Vlad was true, then that means he's lying right now. You know what I'm saying? Right. So what he did was say, nah, I was lying on Vlad, and what I'm telling you guys is the truth. The nigga's slick, bro.
Slimy.
Don't know. My last 4 or 3, what are we saying? But my last 3 is 979.
They keep asking him for his number because they know that they got more information on him lying. Got him. They zoomed in on Keefe D with the guilty face. Yeah, look at it zoomed in on Keefe D.
You remember that phone call? You remember that phone call? Like,
yo, they zoomed in on Keefe D. Look at his eyes. He be having the guilty eyes on. He telling on himself by facial.
That's that. Damn, I hope I go home. Look, you heard? I hope I go home.
That's that. You know you done fucked up, right? Look at Wack trying to stay calm. This is a lot of pressure to get in there and just try to bail a nigga out, bro. You put under all this pressure, oof, you know what I'm saying? Chances that you could get, put in jail, you know what I mean, for lying on the stand. This is not something you want to play with. That perjury and all that is no good. You see, they put Martha Stewart in there, Little Kim. I mean, they put some people in there for getting up there lying, bro. He's saying if we get you out of jail, we're gonna shoot the first 10 episodes of the series, and then you know what I'm saying, we'll keep on worrying about going back to court after that. We're gonna sort of get you out so we can start working on this series of the Tupac. We're gonna be big like BMF. Look at him. He's looking up in the air like, damn, nigga rubbing that face. Oh, man.
He rocking left and right.
And he's basically told him in that conversation that he's getting the money from somebody else. He ain't putting it up himself. But at the same time, right now, on the stand, he's telling him he's putting it up himself. And he's telling him that, obviously, when we get to court, you're 60, you got cancer. We're going to use those as excuses. Keefe D's legs is dead as shit.
He's dying to take his.
That big ass belly. He like Santa Claus nigga with the sack in the front of him.
This is Carl Winslow, yo.
This nigga, man.
So, Your Honor, I understand Mr. Davis is part of that conversation. It's hard to give some provide a copy.
It's very hard to hear, you guys. Subscribe to the Grow House, man. Like the channel, like the content. You know what I'm saying? But you know, turn up your earphones or you know your computer over there, your phone. You can hear it better.
Raided my house, all that stuff.
Yeah, Keefe.
Okay.
State has another exhibit to play,
Are
but,
there any questions you want to ask?
but nothing for,
Okay, anything further for Mr. Jones?
No.
Mr. Arnold, any questions you want to ask Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Jones, do you remember the conversation that you had with, Mr. Davis by telephone?
Yes, I do.
And can you tell us in regards to the conversation, generally, what were you all discussing?
Well, the father was having a troubling time getting a hold of the wife. And unless they had a home he can go to for house arrest, they wasn't moving. I also had, discussed with DVD that in fact he'll get read his book, right? And that upon him coming home, if he comes home, we can go over his book and some things that could be done to do those things. At the time,
Now he's admitting it. He's admitting that he's been talking about doing something with them, but he said obviously they don't got no contract.
Conversation is open conversation. Something that hasn't been done is something that hasn't been done.
Okay. And in that jail phone call, It talks about something about a contract. Did you and Keefe D have any contract?
What it was Keefe D had a vehicle, a very low vehicle, that I was trying to get to, and it's on the East Coast. It was some
How you
guy
talking about a car?
the owner
And he
of the
asking you
vehicle.
about a contract to a movie.
That guy told me what I needed to do if I wanted to obtain this vehicle. So our conversation is all over the place in there. At the end of the day, I don't do television. Is it something that I may look into one day?
This nigga brought up the vehicle for no reason, said, and they said, I don't do television.
I have no contract with him. I have no deal with
Yo, he can't talk his way out of nothing because that right there didn't make sense for nothing.
But a thought versus
Right.
being with the legitimate.
I'm surprised he didn't answer the question.
Do you have anything in writing?
Well, that's Keefe D's lawyer questioning him, so he's not pressuring him about nothing. He's giving him a chance to clear up what they just threw at him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, clear that shit up for me, so the jury could see that you wasn't doing nothing fraudulent. And that's why he's trying to say, hey, I did talk to him about the movie. I did do whatever, but it wasn't like we're doing it now. Obviously, he's in jail, but they don't care about that. They just wanted to make sure that he admitted that he was doing that shit.
Positioning yourself for the near future, that's how I conduct my business. What it is today, there's no business today.
Right.
Ain't no business, it's for the future.
In regards to the conversation that you had with Vlad, who's Vlad?
Who's Vlad? Who's Vlad?
Podcast guy. He's a blogger.
The fucking cops all over that nigga. They know exactly who Vlad is. Who's Vlad?
They know him well. They know Vlad very well.
It's real. Like it's things about me on the internet, down to fights. That's not me fighting. They say it's me.
See, that's that fight he just had. Say it's not him.
It's astounding to me that a blog could be admitted in court when it's just that. It's just entertaining. Well, I think playing a role.
I think the
Niggas whispering all in this shit. I can't even hear the people in the back by the camera.
The evidence was that the statement in regards to stipulations, if he was to receive $75,000, which was not the bail amount, what were those stipulations? Prior to your interview with Vlad, did you have any stipulations that you had entered into with Mr. Davis?
I haven't even talked to Mr. Davis. So again, it was just a blog and interview that I had. I hadn't spoken to him since he had been arrested. So it was just me talking. He asked a question, I built on the question. When you gotta sit there 2-3 hours, you stretch a conversation, you say whatever you gotta do to keep the back and forth going on. That's what it is, no more, no less. And at the end of the day, maybe these people should start telling us you're under oath about you thinking about to say, because before we go in the room, they say, hey, let's go in here for the show. And that's what we do.
One last question.
He said that he should go under oath before he go on Vlad.
And additionally, you may mention it today.
Yo, this nigga Wack is crazy. He's like, if everything that I'm saying on Vlad, y'all could use against me, I should go on oath before I go on there then, right? Because you can't use it against me. It's a whole bunch of lies. Everything I'm saying is true now, but lies on Vlad. You're trying to use Vlad against me.
3 to 5 years, I couldn't tell you. I had anything to do with it, but they had told me maybe whoever had something to do with the book had something to do with it. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it.
So you haven't seen any documentation in regards to Mr. Davis signing his life rights away, but you were made aware of that prior to going ahead and giving up this bail money. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And again, you're giving up this bail money in a hope that maybe you can have a sit-down conversation with him and
100,000 in a hope for a sit-down conversation.
a series or something like this.
Because the outcome of the situation.
That's a nice little lump for a sit-down.
Is really what's going to dictate.
That's right. More than Chris Brown $5,000 meet and greet, nigga. I know that much.
But the outcome of the situation.
If Chris Brown only want $5,000 for a meet and greet for these hoes, He better raise the price if nigga Keefe D's getting 100,000 for a sit down.
But if the man is innocent,
Right.
then why not?
You see what the hell Keefe D look like?
There's no stipulations.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say the outcome of the situation, if you had any deal with Mr. Davis, this would be a deal that would be done after the completion of the trial.
But it would have to be.
He caught up now. He's saying, "Oh, it was all about a deal to get out of the trial."
He's innocent, as I think he is, as I know him to be. Understanding the case.
We're gonna finish this up in a minute, man. We just get to a couple more minutes of this.
I have
Look at
no
his
further
face.
questions, really.
The screen froze on his ass.
I'm just really confused. What is this?
Look at the other DA.
Obviously, there's a contract that you guys are talking about. Obviously, there's a contract based not only on your Vlad interview, but based on the jail call. So what is the contract for?
What contract are you referring to?
The contract that you're talking about.
2 or 3 months ago.
That's one of those dickhead DAs. She tried to get in like she was tough.
So what is the contract that you and Mr. Davis are talking about? What's it for?
The possibility of, upon his completion of trial, right? And yeah, we could talk about doing some television or doing something like that, but
We could talk about.
right now, there's no business, there's no nothing. Hopefully, I'm going to be guilty. I'm innocent. I don't want to be guilty. I mean, the people that we know that committed this crime are no longer with us. I come from that. So, at the end of the day, I just think he has a better shot.
Those DAs that he's talking to, if they ever get a chance to put belt to ass,
in a suit and tie and being healthy. The man asked Candy 6 years.
you coming and interfering in here?
And I know this to be true. So that's just really my disposition. If he was come out innocent, like everybody else that has came out innocent and did something after the fact, so be it. At that point in time, he's not under any stipulations. Nor would I be. But at this present time, I guess you could say, maybe I got faith in this thing. I got faith in the man. I've been in these courtrooms before, bailing out other people. It's not the first time I posted bail for somebody out of the Nevada court or California court.
He shut her up with that. But they
When we give our
first
president
time
the
I
most
posted
powerful
bail
force on earth,
with some type of
it
gangbanger.
changes. When you give it to a friend,
He said,
this
shit,
whole
I've been living
voyage
like
worth
this.
it. Jefferson's Ocean.
This ain't the first time I posted bail for no gangbanging nigga. You know what I mean? Nothing further, Your Honor. He said he posts bail for gangbangers.
Mr. Arnold, is there anything else you wanted to present?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Jones, you can, if you want, you can stay on and see what happens, but you're not under oath anymore. You don't need to answer any more questions.
Now, I just want to see what the defense brings up after he leaves. Because, see, when he leaves, now the defense is still going to argue that he should be denied this bail.
His wife. Where, I'd asked Mr. Jones whether or not he was a middleman or a front, somebody else putting up the money for him. And in that visit, precisely what Mr. Davis says is that Mr. Jones is a middleman, that the money's not from him, that there's somebody from the movie putting it.
Oh, they're going to cop Keefe D on the phone talking to his wife, telling his wife that the money came from somewhere else. Keefe D is a fucking is a goofy, a baboon, buffoon. He talked more than anything. He talked his way into this case.
Right.
Keefe D, hold on, stop this motherfucker. Keefe goddamn D talked his way into this case by Vlad. Now they bringing up Vlad on him and using the Wack 100's Vlads right in the same courtroom that they got Keefe D in there from using his Vlads. At the same time, Keefe D got like a third grade educational brain. Even though he was getting all this money and everything, you could see that Keefe D is not the most smartest man. He talks like his education was very low. You know what I mean? His vocabulary is real short. he's tending to swear constantly just because, you know, those are the only words that come to his head when he's thinking. Keefe D's not the type of guy that think about a high level plan. He was probably around a whole bunch of good thinkers, and he was the actual man that put in the work. He actually did the physical labor and some stuff, and that's what got him paid. He's not the thinker. So this whole situation of them using the internet against him and using the internet against Wack 100, all they're gonna do is look on the internet and see if half the shit is true that Wack is saying when it's not. And then eventually they're just gonna bring all this shit back up, and the Wack end up back in some of these courtrooms, knowing he probably think I'm never gonna get in trouble in Nevada, and this never get bother me. But this is the feds picking up Keefe D. This is not any regular people. You know what I mean? So this is something different that he might think about down the line, saying, was that dumb to do?
This shit gonna come back on
In
my
the file of the visitation, I'm gonna start at about roughly 6. I'm gonna start around like 9 minutes and 30 seconds.
The man named Al, he's a builder, and he said that I lived there.
That nigga said Cash don't got no damn money to get me out of here. Obviously, it's the white people, the Jews, that want to get me out. They're gonna give the money to him so he can bail me out right there on the phone. The wife don't like Wack 100. Keefe D's wife don't get along. Remember, they're all Crips, so they really don't like each other. She's not gonna play cordial with Wack 100 for Keefe D. Keefe D's telling her, yo, be easy, be cordial with the nigga just so I can get out of jail. She's saying, fuck Wack 100. Cash ain't got no fucking money. That's Wack 100. He's Cash. Cash Jones. Wack 100 is listening to this on the stream over there. So he hears him saying all this.
He don't care. He just wants that bread.
Exactly. Look at the judge. The judge is like, whoa, 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 hold on.
2 minutes, Your Honor.
Hold on.
Without belaboring it, there's more conversation along those lines. I can submit the whole 45 minutes to the court, but the essence of that, and I don't know if it came as clear, but it is Cash and Mr. Jones, first name is Cash. Cash doesn't have the money to get me out. Cash doesn't have the money, and using Mr. Davis's words, the Jewish man that owns the effing movie company, he's the one putting it out. You think he, meaning Cash, got that money to put up for me? He don't, Paula. He don't got that money. They just using him as a front. He goes on to say,
yo, that's crazy.
Not particularly relevant to this.
He admitted to everything over a tape conversation over the jail phone. What makes them believe that they're not listening to this?
Yes, Your Honor. I just have some
You know them joints are recorded.
He's supposed to be a high level gangster. This is not a regular guy. This is a gangster that survived for years, had money, mansions, cars, shooting niggas. This is a super gangster. Talking on the phone.
Right.
All right, who wants to be called?
Right. Slip.
And then they just told Wack 100. They just told Wack 100 that he was disrespecting you. He's calling you broke. He was calling you all kind of other names. We ain't even gonna finish playing that tape because it ain't even about him disrespecting you. It's about him admitting that you don't got the money. So that right there is another thing. So they had went right in to the whole shit, man. And the thing is this, I'm just break down to the gist of it. They didn't let Keefe D the hell out, bro. You know what I'm saying? All you did was go up there and stir yourself into this big old pot. The judge decided to say, hey, nah, I need to go over this money, find out where this money's coming from, make sure, even if you took it out your bank account, that this money's not coming from some other place. And nigga, right now, Keefe D ain't going nowhere. That's what the gist of this whole video was. He did all that. Keefe D still didn't get out. He put himself in the line of fire for a Crip, and he's a blood, just because he wanted to capitalize on making money off of Keefe D, using Keefe D's story, making a name for himself in this industry by raping other motherfuckers. It's almost like raping you records when somebody says, hey, yeah, we got this artist who's beefing with 10 other people. He's, you know, putting out music dissing them, and they already shot him 3 times like Julio Fulio. We got to put a goddamn life insurance on him. So then as soon as he dies and his records sell $1 million and $1 million and the gold streams go up, we're going to make all the money. He's looking at it like Keefe D got cancer. He's not like a nigga like Julio who's going to get killed in the streets, but he got cancer. Once he dies from the cancer, people going to be talking about him and wanting to hear more about what happened and know his story. So once he dies, he's going to be worth more than he's alive. So eventually, if he got cancer, then let's try to capitalize on this nigga when he died. So getting him under contract, putting him in a position where we can get him out of jail, shoot all this stuff about him, these series and shit, but we're not going to put the series out. We're going to hold out on the series until the nigga die. And as soon as he died, we're going to say, we're dropping a new Keefe D series next week. So now everybody like, oh shit, Keefe D just died. They brought the series out on him, and they're gonna go watch it. And this is not to capitalize why Keefe D is alive. This is to capitalize when Keefe D died. That's the biggest gist of the situation. He want to get him out just so they can start shooting. The cops is like, hey, we don't want you benefiting off of the death of Tupac. You need to be paying Tupac's family, regardless if you think that you can go out and make a book and all that. If you get convicted, once you are convicted, Tupac's family can sue you for his death, even though you're the only one alive. And if you have any property or anything that you own that's worth anything, we can come get some of that and take that from you. So you think that you're gonna have money when we trying to break you. How you think you're going to have anything? Our plan is to put you in jail and take everything from you. And you think you're going to sit there and pull these strings and get all this money and go pull off this little good life before you go to jail? Or, you know what I mean, whatever they want you to die in jail, Keefe D. They ain't playing with you. So in reality, this is just a game. I don't think what Wack 100 is doing is going to help. You know what I mean? We've been on for 50 minutes, man. So, you know what I mean? We was going to get more deeper into another story. Y'all know the Julio. But we're going to drop another video on that. So stay tuned for part 4 of the Grow House, man. Put down in the comment section, you know what I mean? If you think Wack 100 was wild and going up on this damn court stand. So, excuse me. Didn't understand testifying for Keefe D at this point in time, because obviously it seems like Keefe D is cooked. It don't seem like Keefe D got too much left. Yeah, if he can get the story from him and all that, maybe just get him to sign over the rights to the book. They can reenact the story and get everything done without him even getting out of jail. But Keefe D don't want to sign nothing over unless they get him out. Keefe D's like, get me out of jail, and then I'll do everything y'all want. Get me out of jail, I'll sign all the stuff y'all want. So the plan is to get him out first. And I don't know if that's going to work, man. You know what I'm saying? But we appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? My boy Young K, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the Grow House for coming through, you know what I'm saying? Dropping, you know what I mean? A little hour with us, man. And hit the like button, you know, share this video, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, so you can find us, you know what I'm saying. We appreciate your support, you know what I mean. So, yo, okay, let me know, you know what I'm saying, what you on, man, and, you know what I mean, we're going to get back, you know what I'm saying, to dropping some stuff I think Case just hit me up. He said he's on mute. He can't hear. So let me see if that's me breaking him down. He should be able to hear. You know what I mean? You mute, and it said you got you muted yourself, Kay. I just hit it says you muted yourself. So if you can hear me, just try to unmute yourself. Yeah. You unmuted now. Talk. Yeah, you good. You had did it on your own, my boy. You'll be all right. It happens. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let them know, man. You know what I'm saying? What you want, Kay? So we close this down. We're gonna definitely pop back out tomorrow. We definitely gonna I know we late on the Julio, but trust me, when I get into it, you know what I mean, we're gonna talk a little in depth, you know what I mean, and same way we did today, you know what I mean? And we can laugh and see what we get out of some of that. But I know that shit is no joke, you know what I'm saying? Because I understand them young boys, you know what I'm saying, losing people left and right, man. And you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Julio, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that tomorrow. But you okay. I don't mean to, you know, keep on calling you, but you know what I'm saying? It's all good, man. If you can't hear me or not, I'm gonna shut them down and let them know, you know what I'm saying? You'll be back on tomorrow. We got more joints coming up. So it's the Grow House, man. Appreciate y'all sliding through. See you on another episode.